Hello, April here, and I'm here to do another random recipe. So the cookbook I've got for you this time is the Best of Country Cooking 2011. Today we're going to be making, it says, mocha fudge ice cream dessert. I don't really like coffee ice cream or coffee anything other than regular coffee. I'm substituting it with plain old chocolate ice cream. So we're gonna be making like a triple fudge chocolate ice cream dessert. The good thing about this recipe is if you don't like chocolate or mocha, you can really tailor it to be however you like. You can use vanilla wafers or even like golden Oreos or any other cookie you want. Let's go over to the counter and we shall begin. Guess who just got a paper cut on literally the worst part of my finger. Okay, so first thing we have to do, crush up some sandwich cookies. You need enough for 3 3/4 cups. And you could use a food processor for this. Probably make a finer crumb, or you can definitely just use the plastic Ziploc bag method. Plan ahead, April. So, a single row of sandwich cookies made about 1.5 cups. So that means I pretty much need to smash up the rest of them. I've got 5 Oreos left out of an entire pack. That's enough to have with milk. Now you need to melt half a cup of butter. Butter is melted. Mix it just like any graham cracker crust that you'd make. So it says, it calls for a 13 by 9, but I have a 12 by 8. I looked for a 13 by 9, and I think, okay, so you want to press it into the bottom. All right. Once you've got it all pressed down, you want to put it in the freezer until firm. All right, so this is nice and hard. It's been in the freezer for a little over an hour. So now you need an entire jar of hot fudge. And it has, I warmed it up in the microwave. Spread it out as evenly as you can. And now we put it back in the freezer for another half an hour or so. All right, so our layer of hot fudge has hardened. You're supposed to use like an entire thing. I grabbed a cup of warm water and a metal spoon, or you can use anything metal. So it'll warm it up a little bit, pat off the extra water, and help you smooth it out nicely. Now we just need our frozen Cool Whip thawed all the way. It says an entire container of whipped cream. So I'm going to use an entire container of whipped cream. Last but not least, we're going to go ahead and decorate. I got a little chocolate bar and just took a knife and thinly sliced it. I've got some white chocolate ones already sliced too. And now to cover it, nice and secure. So put this in your freezer for 8 hours to overnight, and then I will see you tomorrow for the big cut and taste. All right, it's the next day. Probably it's been over 12 hours that it's been in the fridge. So it should be nice and hard and ready to cut. The easiest way to get this out and cut it is to have a knife in warm water. It starts getting stuck or hard to pull through, just back in the water. It was nerve-wracking. I'm gonna break it. Oh, we're under. Oh no. Oh no. So there it is. A little messy because it didn't cut all the way through, but I'm sure it'll taste just fine. So let's try it. All right, got our triple chocolate ice cream cake. So it's Oreo on the bottom, then a nice generous layer of hot fudge, some chocolate ice cream, whipped topping, and then some milk chocolate and white chocolate flake things. Oh, that's really good. So I'd say I give this an 8 out of 10. As a recipe, I think this is a 10 out of 10 because it is so versatile and you can use it however you want it to. However you want it to. The only thing is there is a lot of waiting in this. You make the crust, then you have to freeze it for half an hour to an hour. Put the hot fudge on, freeze it for half an hour to an hour. The chocolate ice cream and whipped topping on, cover it, leave it for 8 hours to overnight to firm up. But the end result is really yummy. I hope you enjoyed this triple chocolate ice cream cake. And that was a random recipe. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. It evaporates because that's what water does. That's what steam is. If you didn't know, that's evaporated water.